All right, this is the second part of solving multi-step equations. And for these, we will have a variable on both sides of the equal sign. So x's will be on both sides. All right, a few steps. Step one, distribute. If you see parentheses and something in front, it's a good idea to distribute. After that, combine like terms. Do not cross the equal sign, just the ones that are on the same side. Once that's done, then you're going to cross the equal sign. We're going to get our variables to one side of the equation. Doesn't matter which side you choose. And just make sure you follow the rules. So if it's a positive 2x and you want to get it to the other side, you'll subtract 2x. So it cancels itself and it moves over. Make sure you do the same thing on both sides. And then get your constants, your regular numbers, if you will, on the other side of the equation. All right, make sure your variable term is on one side, constant on the other, and then you just divide at that point. Okay, so number one, there's an example done for you. I'm going to do the other one. I'm going to draw a line down the middle. It's optional. You don't have to do it, but a lot of people find it useful. There's nothing to distribute. There's nothing to combine on either side of the equal sign. So now let's just move our variables to one side. I have 7x on the left, 9x on the right. It doesn't matter which side you pick. Let me zoom in so I can get in there. Okay. Doesn't matter which side you pick, guys, girls. However, I think it's easier to keep your variables positive. So I would move over the smaller value. 7 is smaller. 7x minus 7x is 0x, which is just 0. 0 minus 8 is going to be negative 8. 9x minus 7x is 2x. All right, now let's get our constants to the other. It's just a two-step equation at this point. Minus 7 minus 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. 2x plus 0 is just 2x. Negative 8 minus 7 is negative 15. And let's divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times x is just x, your identity property. So x is negative 15 over 2. Plug it back in to check your answer. All right, let's look at another one. This one's done for you with the steps described here. So you can read that on your own. I'll do this other example. All right, nothing to distribute, nothing to combine. 9 and x don't mix. 8 minus 5x doesn't mix either. There's nothing in front of the x. You can always put a 1. 1x is just x. So let's get our variables to one side. Again, I'm going to try to keep my x's positive. So this minus 5x, I'm going to add to both sides. Opposite of subtracting is to add, so that's going to cancel. 0x or just 0. 8 plus 0 is 8. Identity of addition is 0. 1 minus 5 is a minus 4x or negative 4x. Either way works. All right, I have my x's, my variables to the right, so I'm going to send my constants to the left. 9 minus 9, whatever you do to one side, do to the other. 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 plus negative 4x is negative 4x. 8 minus 9 is going to be negative 1. And last step, we're going to divide. Opposite of multiplying by negative 4 is to multiply by negative 1 over 4, which is the same thing as dividing by negative 4. That's your inverse property. That turns into 1. X is equal to 1/4. Plug it back in to verify. All right, what else do we have? We have another one here. Another example you can follow here with the description of the steps. I'll do this one here. Let me make some space. Bear with me. Okay. All right, nothing to distribute, nothing to combine. Let's keep our x's positive. You don't have to, but it's a little easier. It'll avoid some potential errors down the road. Minus 3x, 5 minus 3x is 2x. Minus 9, minus 9. As you get more and more comfortable with this, you can do this in one step, two steps, kind of multiple steps in one line. Negative 7 minus 9, negative 16. Let's divide and divide. X is equal to negative 8. Plug it back in to verify. All right, another example here. Example 4, completed with the instructions. I will do this one here. All right, more of the same. Nothing to distribute, nothing to combine on either side. So let's get our variables to one side. Just a coincidence that they're all ending up on the right. I'm just trying to keep it positive. Positive 6x. You know what? Let's do two steps in one here. That's gone. That's 6x. So I sent my variables to the right. Let's go ahead and send my constants to the left. So that's there. 9 plus 12 is 21. And that looks good. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. And x is 21 over 6. Let's reduce that by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So that one's done there. Plug it back in to verify. All right, a few more examples. Let's go ahead and send our x's to the other side. It's going to lead to a negative x value, but that's okay. So plus x, all right, that's minus 1x plus 1x. Negative 7x plus 1x is negative 6x. Not a problem. You're just going to have to divide by negative 6 at the last step. And again, I'm going to do this in one step, moving things over. 19 minus 11 is 8. And just make sure you divide by a negative now in this case. We can reduce that to 4/3. That one is done. All right. So it doesn't matter which side the variable is at. I just like to keep it positive. Plus 12y plus 12y. So opposite of minusing is to add. That'll cancel it. Send the numbers to the other side. Since it's negative, we're going to want to add it. Negative 22 plus 22 is 0. 0 plus this side will result in just 5y. 18 plus 22 is 40. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Inverse property, 1y is just y. Identity property, and it's 8. If you want to plug it into verify, it looks something like this. So take your original equation, replace the y, so 18 minus 12 times my y, negative 22 minus 7 times my y. In this case, it's 8. And you just want to make sure both sides match up. So we will get negative 22 minus 56. That's going to be negative 78 on that side. Let's make sure we get the same result on the other side. We're going to get 18 take away 96. And 18 take away 96 is indeed negative 78. They matched up. So 8 is the answer. We plugged it in and checked the results. They have to match up. Negative 78, negative 78. That checked out. So if you're not sure, plug it in and verify. All right, a few more. Plus 5y, plus 5y. Plus 31, plus 1. So I cancel the y's over here, cancel the constants over there, 39, and just divide at the end. So variables to one side, constants on the other. If we wanted to divide this one, it would be 19.5. However, 39 over 2 is perfectly fine. All right, I'm going to send the x's to the other side. Again, it does not matter. It'll work out in the end, regardless of which way you do it. Whoops. Since I canceled those x's, I need to cancel the 49. So my variables are on one side, my constants are on the other. 2 minus 6 is -4. 52 minus 49 is 3. So my x's were negative. That's fine. Make sure you divide by a negative then. -4 divided by -4 is positive 1x, which is just x. Answer is -3/4. You can plug it in to verify. All right, looks like we're at the last one. This is going to encompass all the steps that were in the original on the first page in the beginning of these notes. Step 1, distribute. So we're going to get 2 times x, 2 times 7. On the other side, 4 times x, 4 times 1. So step 1, distribute. Step 2, combine like terms. Do not cross the equal sign. So 14 minus 34 is -20. 4x, take away 11x, plus 4x is going to be -3x minus 4. So I'm just combining like terms. Combine like terms. So, yep. Now, let's go ahead and move things from one side to the other, like we've been doing so far. I'm going to keep my variables positive, so I'm going to add, all right, let me back up a little bit. I'm going to add 3x to both sides. That will cancel the x's on the right, putting them on the left. I'm going to add 20 to both sides. It'll cancel my constants on the left, putting them on the right. 2x plus 3x is 5x. -4 plus 20 is 16. Divide at the end. X is 16 over 5. And that is the last one for these notes. So we'll just follow the steps as needed. The last one required all the steps. We back up to the original page. Distribute, combine like terms, get the variables to one side, constants to the other, and then divide at the end. Follow the steps as needed. Take your time. That's it for this video.